Welcome back to the Becoming Spiritual YouTube channel. I am your host Baba, and today we're going to be speaking on the Natal Chart, your spiritual self, and the nature of your spirit. So, in earlier lectures, in Know Thyself lectures, we spoke on the importance of the Natal Chart and specifically the Ascendant, and how important it is for you to know your chart. However, today we're going to go a little bit more in depth. You see, the Natal Chart within itself is really a snapshot of the energy vibration that that was present when you were born, right? Or the energetic vibration, and this is represented through the planets and the houses that they are in. So every planet and every sign that planets are in makes up an aspect of yourself, right? And every single planet corresponds to a part of your body and also to the nature of that planet within your own psyche and spirit, right? Because we know that the universe is mental, right? So anyhow, for example, you have the moon, which is the mind, or specifically it correlates to the third eye, and it also has to do with the mucous membrane of the body, right? And the stomach. We have Mercury, which really deals with communication and your mind in itself. That's another aspect of the mind through Mercury. So both the moon and Mercury make up that aspect of the mind, right? So Mercury and the moon are friends. And Mercury, as we said, it really deals with communication. The moon is mostly about, it's mostly about seeing through illusions, right? And it's about that first or third eye, if you'd rather call it that. And you know, all the planets, depending on the signs that they are in, will have a different energy, right? Now, some people will have what you call a stellium. A stellium is 3 or more planets in the same sign. And really what that does is that it amplifies the nature of that particular sign in your life. So say you have a stellium in Gemini, then you will have a lot of Gemini traits, and Gemini attributes will be very prominent in you as a spiritual entity. Right? You have Venus. Venus deals with love, it deals with money, right? It deals with the heart center, not the heart itself, but what we call the thymus gland, which is located in the center of the chest. Which is why press-ups are really important, because they stimulate that area. And what that does, it really produces like antibodies that fight against infections, illnesses, and diseases. So exercise and really that upper body work is very important as well to maintain a healthy life and body. Right? We have Mars, which really deals with the stomach area, and it's really responsible for your willpower, right? It's responsible for aggression as well, and things of that nature, right? The sun is there as well, which kind of correlates between that third chakra and the crown, right? But that really deals with the higher ethers, or receiving spiritual wisdom. But the sun also rules over the heart itself, right? And all these planets, right? Saturn rules over the legs, and you know, we have Jupiter, an aspect of Jupiter as well, rules over the thighs, right? In that Sagittarius aspect. And Jupiter also rules over an aspect of the sex organs, as well as Pluto, right? And you know, Aquarius is about the legs and so on. So when you correlate these, you see how different planets relate to different body parts. And not only that, you can really determine how a person looks by looking at their chart, because you will see what aspects are prominent based on what sign certain planets are in, right? So everything about you can really be located in your chart. So really, the main point of this lecture is to let you know that the chart really shows you everything, right? It shows you how you look. It shows you your likes, your dislikes. It shows you what you'd be good at, what kind of work. Jupiter really tells you what profession or what line of work would be best suited for you, and how you will have to go about doing that to be successful, you know. And you know, some aspects will be beneficial, which some will be more challenging, and you know, your struggles and your blessings will all be placed in your chart. You know, your life purpose, what you're working towards in this lifetime, is is also represented in what you call the north node of the moon, which is also called Rahu, right? Some charts won't show it, but if you go on astro.com, you can definitely turn on the nodes and it will show in the extended chart selection, and it will show you the north and south node. The south node is more about your past life experiences, right? And that is also called K2, K-E-T-U, right? So the idea is to really place an emphasis on this, the chart, to really study and know your chart. And you won't know your chart in a day or two. You might know the placements, but to really understand how every planet interacts with each other, because then you'll have to know about aspects, and then you'll have to understand how this planet is interacting with that planet over there in that sign, and how this planet is interacting with this other planet that's beside it, probably in a conjunction or a sextile or whatever the relationship may be, or it may just be present in the same sign, or whatever the aspect is, right? So really, if that particular astrological alignment was not there, you wouldn't have been born, because the particular vibration and the necessary life that you need to live is all represented in your chart. So you wouldn't have incarnated without that particular planetary alignment, right? All of them basically conspire to ensure that you are born in whatever situation is necessary. So everything in our lives is really meant to teach us something, right? There are various traumas and other things present in this life, this earthly life, that we all have to go through, and that really shapes us. But all of these, when you begin to heal, you'll be able to see the lessons within them, as hard as and as harsh as it may be, right? For some people, traumas actually give them that sight to see it and to really achieve a spiritual awakening, right? Because spiritual awakenings normally happen in solitude, when you're by yourself and you're in a low place, right? That's normally where they come out, and you begin to see what matters in life and what doesn't. So guys, the natal chart, birth chart, very important. Study your chart. If you don't know yourself, it's a great tool to get to know yourself, because really everything that you know subconsciously or in the back of your mind about yourself is in your chart. But the chart shows it to you that, hey, this is it, this is true, it's all written, it's all pre-written for you, right? So these are really great tools that you can utilize, right, guys? So this is going to be a fairly short lecture. And I thank you guys for tuning in. Definitely hit the notification icon so you guys know, or the bell rather, so you guys know when I post another video. And also subscribe if you're enjoying my these videos. And definitely, guys, check out my book. The link is in the description, Becoming Spiritual, a comprehensive guide to finding yourself, right? And it really has everything you guys need in order to really begin your own spiritual journey, right? So guys, until next time, with gratitude and peace, take care.